We're talking about placing topical anesthetic, which is a really, really important skill to have. Once you've got your patient comfortable on nitrous or their sedation, getting the topical in the right place is really, really important to make sure the whole experience goes well so they don't feel the shots. They're feeling comfortable. And it's a hard thing to do because, to be honest, topical doesn't taste very good. So it's a hard thing to get done just right. So we're going to talk about this for just a few minutes about how to do that the right way, okay? So first off, we have a couple of things you're going to do. For topical to work right, and when it goes on the gums or the skin, if you will, it has to be dry. If there's saliva in between your topical and the skin, then it's like a barrier. It stops it. So you want to make sure it's nice and dry. So typically we'll use gauze to wipe that area off, or we'll have our isolite. So we're going to show you real quickly. For example, if I'm dumping the patient over on this lower right-hand side, we're going to take the isolite. We're going to slide it in. Go and say, ah. And then, let's say we're working up here on the front. We're going to take this and we're going to dry this area off. We're going to take our 2x2 and we're going to dry this very, very well to make sure we have a nice dry surface and around that tooth, okay? Real important to have it nice and dry and to keep it dry. You know, if that means you need to hold that there, whatever it is, you want to make sure it stays nice and dry, all right? So once you get your dryness, then you can kind of move on to the next step, all right? Now, as far as how much topical to use, all right? Here we've got our topical, where it's, we take this and turn this on and open this up. The right amount of topical to have basically is going to be about that much. So you see there's that little drip kind of hanging there, and if you kind of turn this around, it won't drip off. But I think about 1 drip's worth is just about enough. That's all you need to really get things numb in one single area, all right? And that's how much you want to plan to have, all right? And then if you want to hand me the Q-tip. Of course, our isolite's going to be running. For this purpose, we're going to turn it off. But when you place that topical, you want to place it right above and behind the tooth you're working on. So for, let's say we're working on this lateral incisor here, we want to basically go to the tooth behind it and right above it. And that is the place where we would place the topical right there. So if we're talking in a baby mouth, right here, let's say we're doing like a lower molar. You're going to go basically right in between the two behind it and right down. Right there's where your placement's going to be for this tooth right here. Or if it's on, you know, maybe a top tooth, a canine, you're going to go up one behind it right here. All right. That's where you're going to place that topical outside because the shot is going to come from the outside in one of those areas. So that's the location we're going to use. All right. Now, once we've got our topical in place, having our suction going is really important to help catch the spit and the saliva that's going to naturally build up. Also having our water close by too. We don't want that to go down their throat because that's a very uncomfortable feeling. You have anesthetic down in your throat and your mouth. So watch it close. Make sure you're catching it. Make sure you have your suction ready. Make sure it's not dripping and going anywhere and keeping it in that one single place. And the best, easiest way to do it is just leave your Q-tip right there and have your suction ready, and you can sneak that suction in right behind it and just catch anything just like that. So anything that might sneak down behind you still get hold of, okay? Now, how long do you keep it on there? Generally, it only takes about 30 seconds of leaving it on there. You'll then slide this on out after you've counted 30, and then you're gonna go ahead and rinse that area with water. We'll turn this on. You're gonna go ahead and rinse that area really well, get all the extra topical out of the way. And then you're in good shape, just like that. Even though you've rinsed it off, the topical will continue to soak in and make that area feel numb for the next probably 15 minutes or so, and then you're in good shape while you wait for the doctor to come. So that's how you place the topical properly. Thanks.